Was the mood in the locker room like after the loss? What were the guys saying?
I mean, everybody was just mad, and everybody just said we should have played better and worked our tail off. It's like shouldn't have been bull stuffing all week, expecting stuff like that.
Who was saying it?
Me and a couple other guys, the leaders.
You said bull stuffing all week. What did you see last week?
Practice last week. Well, the week before that, we didn't have too many good days, so we need to just get better as a practice team.
Have you talked to Kenyan at all?
I haven't
texted him or
I texted him, but I didn't get a response. But I hope everything's well. Because when I went down, I just found out that he represented for me, and he held me down when I was hurt, put my number on his tape. So I guess I'm gonna do the same thing to return the favor.
What was the feeling like in the huddle on the field and the sideline after that injury?
Everybody was just sad because they know how hard Kenyan worked during the week, and we also know that he's a big part of our offense.
I mean, you probably can't replace him, but how do you sort of make up for what he did for the offense?
I mean, he just put somebody else somewhere else. I mean, like another player. Just you can put me in there and let the other running backs do what they do. You can put a tight end or someone in there, let them do what they do. So it won't be hard, but it's a big loss to our offense.
Does it impact the focus at all on the team field, like for the first few plays after that? Does it take a minute to get that image out of your head?
Nah, it actually makes you want to go harder and do better for that one person after they get hurt.
What do you lose with him being out?
I mean, we lose like speed and quickness and him catching the ball, him playing wide receiver, stuff like that.
You guys also lost Warren Kelly. How did that affect the offense from the communication standpoint?
I mean, it didn't really affect us because you always have that backup guy who has to know what he's doing. So it went pretty well to me.
Your coach was talking about the mental intensity maybe wasn't just right out there on the field in the road game. Was there something different about the feel?
I would say, yeah, because it's like we was scared to lose. Everybody wasn't playing they A game. They were just, we get out, we can skate with a win, we'll be all right.
Did they kind of feel anything like the Auburn game last year?
Nah, that game hurts worse. I mean, being with 1 second left on the clock. In this game, we had a chance to win it, and we just had a couple of bad breaks there at the end.
How do you fix those penalties, mistakes, and all that? How do you fix that stuff?
And I say we got to become a better practice team because it happens in practice all the time.
Do y'all look back at 2011, 2012 and say, we can still achieve our goals?
Actually, we been saying that to ourselves a lot. The focus is now that everybody's saying we can't lose any more games. That's the big thing. Everybody preaching. And I've just been going around talking to everybody. Like, if they saying they need me to lead, but I just tell them, if y'all need me to lead, I got y'all back. Y'all just follow me.
Moving forward, even when they've been struggling, this Arkansas game always has been a physical game, has it not? What do you expect to see from those guys?
I mean, I expect it to be physical as always, and I expect them to come out and play their best game because, like the coaches say, when it comes to Alabama, everybody going to want to beat you. It don't matter if they can lose the rest of their game all season, but when it comes to us, they're going to want to beat us.
And was I correct? I mean, has that been a really physical?
It's always been a physical game, always.
When you guys get the ball there at the final minute, what's it like? You've been in a couple of these closer games like this. What is the mentality of the team out there at that moment?
Just go and score, get some points, try to win this game, because that's what we used to here.
Do y'all still, even after losing Drake and after think that you can just kind of pound away at people? Do you guys still want to prove that you can be that physical Alabama team?
Yeah, we just really want to step our game up and show the world that we still got it. We still come out and win this thing.
You see kids hang out the goalpost after a game like that. What does that motivate? Does it motivate you?
That really doesn't get to me, but just to see them and see how big it is for them to just beat Alabama. They make it a big deal, and we win. We just keep it simple and keep going.
A couple more.
You mentioned that you guys have had these problems in practice. If you're having them in practice, how do you correct it?
That's when the leaders got to step up and talk and tell them you can't have that out there. Because sometimes we just sit back and just allow stuff to happen and don't say anything. But now we see we got to pick it up and be more outspoken.
Is it just not paying attention, just lack of mental preparation?
Yeah, just lack of mental preparation.
It's happened a few times in the past, but it's been later in the season. This is pretty early in the year for a loss. I mean, how does that change the dynamic of things?
I mean, just like I said, we just been preaching. We can't lose any more games because we know how this playoff system works, and we just preaching that right now.
You guys moved the ball all right on Saturday, but the finishing drives part, how do you practice finishing drives?
Like coach, we go out there every day, just finish through the last minute, just practice working on that. Work on just doing the basic thing, the little things right.
Y'all still want to prove
Go ahead.
that you guys, the backfield, obviously you're going against another team with a great backfield. There's a lot of them in Mississippi. Y'all still feel like y'all have the, up there, y'all deserve to be in that league as one of the best backfields. You kind of want to prove that.
Yeah, so we still want to prove that because we're going to still work our butt out, and we got to step it up for Drake. I mean, we probably dedicate the rest of the season to him because we lost him.
Thanks, Nudie.